Hello, gamers, and welcome to the second episode of the League of Leviathan, a series of unfortunate events, and it really, really is, wouldn't you say?
I would definitely say so. By the way, I am Mr. Andrew Whipple.
And this is Joey Blackwell.
We've got a lot of stuff to talk about today for certain, Joey, don't we?
Yeah, some things went wrong in the game we played. I really think we should just let the video speak for itself. I don't think we have to explain too much.
I'm right there with you. Let's get to it. So, the big problem that we had in this game, Joey, besides, well, almost everything, we had no Aurelia. No Aurelia.
Not at all. We had some connection issues, as is prone to happen in League of Legends, but you have to compensate for your lanes, especially when you're playing the jungler.
It's definitely true, but it hurts when you have those reconnect issues, and then someone like Renekton is just farming away, and there's really nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, you either gank your lanes or you get up there and you slow down Renekton, but being down on a whole champion just hinders the team terribly.
If there's anything that I could criticize, though, about your Cassiopeia play, is just you didn't harass Lux enough. Like, she felt pretty comfortable in lane.
Definitely, she got into my head, honestly. Being able to look back on the match and see the way I was playing compared to how I normally play, I could tell that I was a little freaked out by her range, her burst damage, which all things considered, Cass can match. But she got in my head, and even though I was doing pretty decently with getting the minions, I didn't have enough pressure on Lux. Alright, so here we see me doing terrible in an engagement. Lux burns her entire combo on me, and it hits almost flawlessly, and I escape with a fraction of my life. But what's most important here is our teammates actually were criticizing my play, and I was aware I was doing bad. I'm pretty sure everybody was aware that I was doing bad, but criticizing me, it didn't help with the I guess mental state I had slipped into at this point, where Lux was blowing me up with skill shots and lasers left and right.
Unfortunately, at this point in the game, we still had no Aurelia. She was really struggling to reconnect, and Renekton was just farming up a storm.
Yeah, he had already taken our top tower, basically free of charge. With us, doing pretty good on bot lane, but me struggling in my lane as Cass, and you doing your best to keep everybody, keep every lane afloat. Renekton just had way too much opportunity to tear through us with no resistance at all.
I probably could have stayed up top a little bit longer. I'm an okay matchup against Renekton, depending on the items that I have, but it was just a bad situation. So what do you have to say here?
I have no excuses for my performance. Lux hit me with most of her skill shots, which is basics to playing League. If you have a skill shot champion, their biggest weakness is you can dodge their damage. I'm not sure why I didn't at this point. Like I said, I'd been psyched out. We were missing a top lane. I ate too much free damage.
At this point in the game, Lux was pretty powerful. Almost everything that she was doing was just, it was just so potent. But you made a really good play right there. You kept her in check. And unfortunately, our little duel shenanigans here did not work out for either of us.
They definitely did.
Lux finished me off right there.
Yeah, I made a pretty decent play. I hit Lux with my ultimate. I threw down my W on her, so she's taking poison damage, and I started spamming E, but Renekton and Nasus came out of top lane and just swung the entire team fight in their favor.
So while we're waiting for Aurelia to come back and actually get up here and lane a bit, I almost got into a scuffle with Renekton, and I might have been able to kill him there. I wasn't 100% certain, though, so I backed off.
Yeah, at this point, Renekton's been farming. Renekton's been by himself, basically, all game. Every time he's been contested, he's got...
And there's the worst part. I just missed that ultimate. That was so bad. I should not have anticipated it as much as I did, and I paid for it.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. You probably could have taken Renekton's life. Maybe you would have died too. Maybe any number of things could have happened. But missing your ult, especially a skill shot ult, it's the worst feeling. All right, so at this point, I recognize I'm low on farm, I'm low on kills, I need to do something. So I go looking for kills on the top lane. I get Renekton. I hit them both with my ults, and felt pretty good, but I could not catch the Nasus. I think I missed my Q, which didn't give me the speed bonus, and Nasus walked away scot-free.
Unfortunately, but it was still a good play. We really needed that kill on Renekton, and you were there to capitalize. I was really worried about Renekton getting super farmed and Aurelia not being able to even stay in lane because he was doing too much damage. I think at one point he was like 6 levels above her. So I decided, let's try and gank. Let's try and do a little bit of damage. But she just could not do anything. No damage at all, and had to escape with her life.
Yeah, she was behind so many levels. I think she missed maybe the first 15 minutes of the game. So even though you pulled off a pretty good gank, it wasn't enough. Renekton was too farmed, too tanky, too much health. He was too powerful. So here we see our jungler getting caught out of position. 1v3 situation initially, but our Kennen, who was playing support, which oddly worked somehow. Did you know how it worked? I don't.
Yeah, they had 1 million kills on bottom lane.
It was ridiculous. Our Vayne was incredibly fed.
And there's the Lux.
Yeah, the Lux. Jeez.
Not really sure what our Kennen was thinking here. He was trying to steal the dragon, I believe, but it was just way too risky, and he got smoked.
Yeah, that was one mistake. The other was I waited entirely too long to use my ultimate. Here you see me, I guess, trying to duel Nasus or something resembling.
And he gets behind you.
Yeah, so the ult misses him. Then the entire team collapses in on me, and their AD carry gets a kill on me, which is never a good thing.
Dead snake. So this is one of those situations where we had a team fight even on top of the tower, and we just could not finish. And right there, that epitomizes the game. Renekton escaping with a sliver of health.
Yeah, that was the story of this game. If we could hurt them, it was never enough. They took bot tower, even though our Vayne was doing great. Used their ultimate at a very intelligent time. It just wasn't enough. They had too much health. They had too much damage. We were just so far behind. It almost didn't matter what we did. Sometimes all you can do is sigh. Here, Sejuani and I, we catch Nasus in our jungle, trying to farm his Q. And we're thinking, okay, we're going to take this Nasus down. And we start bursting him down, and his whole team comes, and he lives. The Lux shield saves him. I managed to snag Lux with my ult in a little bit, but we couldn't kill Nasus 2v1 in our jungle.
There's the sigh again, right?
Definitely.
But you ended up landing easy kill for Aurelia, and you were trying to escape from Varus, who you should have went bottom, but he got you with his Circle of Doom.
Yeah, it was a pretty good skill shot on his part. I can't take it from him, but I definitely should have gone a different way.
So here's pretty much the end of the game. The game was already over at this point, but we jump in. You had a decent ultimate to start the whole thing, but I don't believe that I had my ultimate up, and they just collapsed, and they just were not getting hurt by anything.
Yeah, you can see me there if you pay attention, throwing out Qs and using her E as much as I can, and it doesn't even really do anything. I couldn't even tell you now who I was hitting because I don't see health bars moving. That's how behind we were.
So that's it. That's gonna wrap up our second episode. Can't win them all, Joey. You can't do it.
You definitely can't. I mean, nobody has a 100% win ratio, but this one was just so demoralizing.
It was, but we learned from it, and as you had said to me before, you're still learning some extra things with Cass, and maybe next time we won't have the crazy disconnect fever.
Yeah, it can't be predicted, it can't be helped, but at the end of the day, you win some, you lose some. We just happen to lose this one pretty badly.
Yeah, well, we'll see everybody next time on the third episode.
Definitely. Leave us a like if you enjoyed the video, and please subscribe. We will be releasing these videos every week. Let us know what you think. Let us know if you want to play with us. Leave a comment, send a message, anything. If you want to get involved, let us know, and we will respond. Thanks for watching.